The more we practice gratitude, the more we discover that life is filled with gifts, both big and small. Welcome to day 20 of our healing and becoming journey. Before we begin today's challenge, let's take a moment to reflect on day 19, that was Speak Life. Yesterday, we became more aware of the words we speak to ourselves. We noticed our inner conversations. We paid attention to the stories we repeat, and we were invited to remember that words have the power to shape the way we see ourselves and the world around us. Perhaps you caught yourself speaking more kind words. Perhaps you replaced one critical thought with a gentle truth. Or you actually realized that you have been carrying old labels that no longer belong to you. Or you also choose to speak faith instead of fear. I want you to remember that healing often begins with one new sentence, one compassionate thought, one hopeful declaration. And every time you speak words of grace over your life, you plant seeds for the future you are becoming. And every time you choose encouragement over criticism, you strengthen the foundation of your healing. And every time you speak with faith, you remind yourself that God is still writing your story. So today, I invite you to check in with yourself. How did day 19 go for you? Were you able to notice the way you speak to yourself? Did you recognize old patterns of criticism or doubt? Were you able to replace one negative thought with a life-giving truth? Did you speak to yourself with the same kindness you would offer someone you love? What did you learn about yourself? Did you also discover that your words carry more power than you realized? Or did you even notice how even a small shift in your inner dialogue changed the way you felt? I want you to take a moment as you reflect on that. Put it down in your daily wins, your reflection and your energy check. And also, I want you to know that you should celebrate every kind word you spoke to yourself. Celebrate every moment you chose compassion over judgment. Also celebrate every hopeful thought you allowed to take place. Because healing grows when we choose words that give life. Welcome to day 20, Abundance. Today's becoming affirmation is, I am aligned with abundance in all forms. Take a slow deep breath as we do, and allow yourself to become present in this moment. Look around you with fresh eyes. Notice what is already here. Notice the blessings that have become so familiar that you hardly see them anymore. Abundance is not always found in possession. Sometimes, abundance looks like a peaceful morning, a supportive friend, a loving family member, a creative idea, a lesson learned through a difficult season, a second chance, a grateful heart, a healing, a child, a peaceful nation. Often, we spend so much time focusing on what is missing that we forget to notice what is already overflowing in our lives. Today's journey invites us to shift our attention not towards perfection and not towards having more than everyone else, but towards recognizing the gifts that already surrounds us. So I want you to ask yourself genuinely, where do I already experience abundance? Who are the people who bring love and encouragement into my life? What talents, gifts, or opportunities have I been overlooking? What moments of peace or joy have I forgotten to appreciate? Look around you, there is something to be grateful for, that you can take in air and bring it out. It's enough to give God thanks. So I want you to ask yourself, what small shifts in my mindset or habit would help me notice more abundance today? It could be choosing gratitude before worry. It could be appreciating progress instead of focusing only on the destination. Perhaps it's trusting that God is already providing what you need for this season. It could be you just listening to this becoming journey. You can hear, you can see, you can talk. You're where you are at this point in time. Remember, abundance begins with awareness. The more we notice our blessings, the more our hearts become open to receive them. The more we practice gratitude, the more we discover that life is filled with gifts, both big and small. So today, choose to see with the eyes of gratitude. Choose to celebrate what is growing. Choose to trust that there is enough love, enough hope, enough strength, and enough possibility for your journey. And I want you to ask yourself, what blessings am I grateful for today? What part of my life already reflects abundance? How can I become a blessing to someone else? Allow those words to settle into your heart. Practice these words. I am aligned with abundance in all forms. I have more blessings than I often remember to count. I welcome joy, gratitude, and new opportunities into my life. God is providing everything I need for this season of becoming. Remember, abundance is not about having everything. It is about recognizing the beauty of provision that already exists within and around you. Be grateful that you bumped into this video. Be grateful that you were listening up until this point. It's these little things that trickle down into a life of happiness and joy. And our scripture today comes from 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 8. And God is able to bless you abundantly, so that in all things, at all times, having all that you need, you will abound in every good work. So this verse reminds us that God's provision is not limited. His grace, strength, and love are more than enough for every season we walk through. All we need to do is to ask and come to that realization that God has a provision for us. Provision. So there is provided everything that you need for the vision ahead. So everything has been provided. Don't miss it. And today's motivational quote comes from Ban Breathnach. Abundance is not something we acquire. It is something we tune into. So as you move through your day, look for evidence of abundance. Notice the kindness of a stranger. Notice the beauty of nature. Notice the strength you have gained through your healing. Notice the love that surrounds you. And notice the gifts that already live within you. Choose gratitude. Choose trust. Choose to believe that your life is filled with possibilities waiting to unfold. And I want to thank you sincerely for continuing this journey, for showing up, for choosing healing, for choosing faith, and today for choosing gratitude and choosing abundance. Today, see the blessings. Today, welcome possibilities. Today, trust that you already carry more than enough for the path ahead. Have a beautiful, peaceful, and abundance-filled day. With infinite love and faith in your unfolding, I remain yours truly, Rosita, representing you on this journey. See you.